Hello, everybody. August 23rd. OMENESA here. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Ring with OMENESA. This is a show where I encourage you and I remind you that you are a fighter in the ring of life, and I know that you will win. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to The Ring. OMENESA here. Hey, how y'all doing? How was your last week? Last week for me had a whole lot of surprises. A lot of surprises. Like, I'm actually thinking of writing a blog today on surprises, because one of the surprises that I got was that a job that I used to work for 2 years ago, they actually called me and told me that I have a paycheck. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And I mean, after 2 years and then you get that kind of surprise, I don't know what else is if that's not a surprise. Wow. So I want you to be very, very cognizant about the surprises that God sends your way. A phone call, a prayer being answered, even an idea, just having an idea, a strategy to do something. It makes it so much easier because that is the surprise. When God just gives you an idea and he gives you a strategy on how to go about something, that's a surprise. So anyway, today I want to talk to you about feeling inadequate. Feeling inadequate and how I have been handling that. I'm sorry about my cheat sheet. Let me put that on the side. I have been feeling inadequate lately about a couple of things. And I noticed that inadequacy, the root of it really is coming from rejection, because I had been doing certain things for so long, singing, recording albums, writing books, doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. And sometimes your results may not come as quickly as you want them to. But you know that you still have to keep pushing. But then you begin to feel inadequate because you don't want to be rejected. And you begin to feel inadequate because you feel like so many people have gone ahead of you. You may feel like you don't have the resources, you don't have the time, you don't have this and you don't have that. But I found out last week when I was thinking about this that the root of my feelings of inadequacy, remember that I use the word feelings, meaning that I am not inadequate. I just feel like I am inadequate because I equate results to adequacy. I equate results to adequacy. So if you're like me, who looks at being adequate based on results, definitely you will feel inadequate when you don't seem to get those results. And even when you get a result, because it's not the type of result that you wanted, you tend to feel like you didn't even do anything at all. You just wasted your time, blah, blah, blah. And so this morning I was just thinking to myself and I was like, wow, okay, I am feeling inadequate because I am making it about me. Wow, I am making it about my voice. I am making it about my song. I am making it about my book. I am making it about my exam. But I started thinking, if I twist that around and turn that around, let me open to this book in the Bible, because it was this is what brought the idea about. It's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 21 to 31. Actually, I am reading verse 27. It says, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due." Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in your power. When it is in your power to act. It's in your power to act. So I was like, okay, so what does this have to do with inadequacy? Listen. Number one, do not withhold good. So what is that good? That gift that you have on the inside of you is what is supposed to go out to help people, is what is supposed to go. It is the debt that is due. Do you understand? So that book that you are supposed to write, it is for somebody to read and to be encouraged. Do you understand? That song that you sing, it's for somebody to be encouraged. That book you write, it's for somebody to be enlightened. That organization that you have is for somebody to be supported. The ministry that you have is for people to be uplifted. And OMENESA, the school that you have, the school that you just founded, is to teach people. So God showed me that it was not about me. When you make it about you and the things that you need to to accomplish, it makes it harder when you don't see results. And let me tell you something about results. Okay, results does not always come with a big bang and money flowing and all of that. Results is very, very progressional and is very, very processional. It takes time. Okay, what you should be worried about and what you should be thinking about is strategy and consistency. And I thank God that I really don't have a problem with that, because I've really been working hard on that. But God reminded me, OMENESA, that song that I have told you to sing, that Facebook Live that I have told you to do, don't make it about you. Because if you make it about you, you're going to be nervous, you're going to be shaking, you're going to be stuttering, you're going to be stammering, you're not even going to sing on the right note. Okay, make that song about me. Make it about me, God. Make it about me, Jesus. Make it about me, who has to sing a song so that the world can hear, so that they can be encouraged. Because some people can't read. Some people cannot come to your events, but people like music and they will listen to it. So with this song, they will be encouraged. OMENESA, that book that you're supposed to write, with that book, it's not for you. It's not for you to show that you are an author. No, through that book, I will enlighten people. Now, through your organization that you have, OMENESA, Pearls and Pauls International, it's not about how many branches you have. It's not about how many staff you have. It's not about all of this. Yes, all of that does play a big role in the growth of what I've called you to do. However, it is about supporting the people. So you're not going to be worried about salaries. You're not going to be worried about how this is done and how this is not done. You're not going to be worried about all of that, because you are now making it about the end result. And that end result is you are opening that organization, or you have that organization, so you can support people. It takes the pressure off of you when you know that it's all about God. And when you put it up about God, when you put God first. And God also showed me that my ministry, Tranquil Ministries International, and all of these departments that you have in the ministry, all of that, OMENESA, is so that there could be strategy. Why? So that the work that I have called you to do can be made easier. Why? So that I could reach more people. Why? So that more people will be encouraged. This is not about you. The reason you feel inadequate is because you are making it about you. The reason why you feel nervous and you feel like you can't do this and you feel like you can't do that is because you are leaning on your own strength. But when you know that this is my assignment, you would have all the strength that you need, because now you know that it's for somebody. It's like owning your own business. When you own your own business, honey, it is very, very stressful. And I know that because I own my business. It is very, very stressful. You have so much to think about. There's so much liability, and you're just worried about anything. But when you work a 9 to 5 and you go to work, you only worry about those hours. Okay? If a bed falls on a patient, yes, like you're going to help them pick it up, but you don't worry about the end result. That's the job's, that's the owner's responsibility. That's not you. And sometimes at work, like when I'm taking care of a patient or a colleague is taking care of a patient, like I have a lot of colleagues who would say, girl, please, I don't know anything about this place. Like, I'm going to be done in 3 hours, or I'm going to be done in 2 minutes, or I'm going to be done, or it's 5 more minutes, especially that night shift. Those of you who work the night shift, hello, you know that at 6:55 a.m. and you get off at 7 a.m., you know that at 6:55, some of y'all don't be answering those call bells. I have had nurses, when I go up to them and I tell them, this room needs so-and-so, and they will be like, girl, please, I'm about to be off my shift. Why? Because you have already done your time. Now it's for somebody else to worry about. It's somebody else's responsibility. It's somebody else's job. Do you get what I'm saying? It's somebody else's job. It's somebody else's load. It's somebody else's headache. Like Nigerians say, it's somebody else's wahala. It's not their wahala. How can I be drinking Panadol for somebody else's headache? Do you understand? This is God's assignment. So you let him do whatever he needs to do. He just needs you to do it, because he is using your body. He is using your voice. He's using your eyes and your feet. So you make it about him, and then it makes it easier. You make it about him, and then it makes it easier. It's just like in the pandemic, like we nurses, we were not not going everywhere looking for PPE. Like, we knew that the hospital will provide the PPE. Like, do you understand? Like, we weren't going out of our way looking for this and looking for that. No, like, we knew that when we get in there, we will have the face shield, we will have the gloves, we will have the sanitizers. That's somebody else's business, because they called us to do something, so they will provide. Do you understand? When you are called to do something, the provision doesn't come from you. The only thing that you need to have is the willingness. But the provision itself, it does not come from you. It comes from God. And when you have that understanding, your fear and your anxiety will completely, reduce. And the more it reduces, it will dissipate. I promise you. So this is the word that God gave me today. And I believe that it's going to make my week so much easier, because he has told me to do so many things this week. And I have just been questioning him. But when he gave me this understanding today, that you have the power to act, OMENESA. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due. The world is waiting for your book. I'm speaking to you. The world is waiting for your book. The world is waiting for your business. The world is waiting for your church. The world is waiting for your song. The world is waiting for your organization. The world is waiting for the change that is on the inside of you. The world is waiting for it. The world is waiting. It's due. It is due. Do you hear me? It is due. And you have the power to act. You have the power through God. You have the power through God. It is not about you. And the moment that you think this way, it's going to make it so much easier. In my emotional healing university, my staff have been working so hard. And this past week, things went so smoothly, and we learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things. But with this word today, God has completely shown me, OMENESA, don't be a straitjacket, don't be a straitjacket. You have to leave some room and some laxity so that everybody is reached and so that everybody is supported. This school is not about you, OMENESA. This school is about teaching people. Okay? And you know what? When you make it about God, you gain all the confidence. Yes, you gain all of the confidence that you would need. You gain all of the confidence that you would need. Anyway, so just ask God to help you finish what he has started in you. Ask him to finish what he has started in you. Ask him to help you finish studying for that exam. Ask him to help you finish writing that book. Ask him to help you finish that chore or that job. I work 80 hours a week, 16-hour shifts. And sometimes, when it's just 2 hours, I'm like, Father, God, I have 14 hours to go. God, help me finish. God, help me finish. And do you know that as soon as I pray that, that's when I would have the most difficult patients. All hell will break loose. Somebody is falling off a bed, or somebody is this or somebody is that. Things would just go crazy. And I would be like, Lord, I just asked you to help me. What's going on here? And that's because the world is full of opposition, especially when you call for help. You will get reasons why you should call for help. But keep asking God for help. Keep reaching out to him for help and just say, Father, this is not about me. It's about you. Help me finish what I have started. Help me finish what you have started in me. Help me finish. This is a song that came to me this morning. Finish what you started. Make me open-hearted. Finish what you started. Lord, more than what I could be. Make me what I should be. Finish what you started, Lord. Oh, finish what you started. Make me open-hearted. Finish what you started, Lord. More than what I could be. Make me what I should be. Finish what you started, Lord. This should be more than what you could be. Because when it's about what you could be, then you're probably just going to do 1, 2, 3. But when it's about God, honey, it would be all about 10, all about 50, all about 100. Okay? Don't feel inadequate. You are adequate. Make it about God and not about you. Bye bye.